Motion man is Crowder. Throwing right away is Daniels. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice run by Eckler, and he continues to be a versatile weapon at this stage of his career, producing over 1,000 all-purpose yards for the 3rd consecutive year last season.
Throwing now is Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. To the air goes Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the first down. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. His throw incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight.
How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Go street. Panther Street. Panther Street. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And his pass incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Tracy trying the right side.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
He's got it to the 43 here.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Daniels looking to throw.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Ready?
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Back to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And Johnson is one of those players that I expect to get better and better during his time in the NFL. Long and rangy, a really good catch radius, and his pre-draft process, one of the best ones out of the tight ends.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Go River! Go River!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Chip. Go north salad. Go north salad. Up we go.
Back to throw again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. Ertz over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Motion man is Crowder.
Lion. Ready?
Now Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
To the air goes Daniels. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A 52-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fighting his way through contact. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
13, Giants 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
He got 29 yards that time.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Now Jones.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Daniels.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. He can't get him down, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. from the shotgun. It's Daniels.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
North salad.
Throwing Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down from the 41. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Daniels going to try and throw for it.
Steps away to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Commanders 26, Giants 7.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 46 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Giants 14. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's got this down to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Giants are right back in this football game.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now a give running left is Eckler. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go, dog.
Jones. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Cadence, lock in the cadence.
Jones. That one taken in by Neighbors. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. Flush to his right. He's got Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hyatt there to grab it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Great. Up we go.
Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Washington, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.